Hey everyone, I'm Evangeline here at etrailer. Since every bike rack fits every car differently, today we're focusing in on how the Thule T2 Pro XTR fits on the 2021 Ram ProMaster 2500. Now this specific bike rack, a lot of people would like it because it has those premium features, but most importantly, at least for me, it comes with wheels, which makes it a lot easier to store in your garage, but also take out and then put onto your bike. Or onto your hitch receiver. Now with the Ram ProMaster, a thing a lot of people look for is if this works well with the van, especially with the doors in the back. Well, most bike racks aren't going to have that kind of clearance for you, and this is not going to be an exception. So as you can see here, even with this rack tilted away, when we open up the door, the tilt honestly doesn't make that much of a difference, since what our door makes contact with is the mast. So this is gonna be the max that the door will be able to open, so you do lose out on that function. And if you are trying to get something real quick from the back, great, but a lot of people that have this van look to swing away adapters when they want to carry around their bikes and have that full access. So back to Thule T2 Pro XTR. This is going to have pretty much everything you need fully loaded onto the rack. You have a front wheel cable integrated into the mount. You have a 60-pound weight capacity per bike. And you have extra features here, like a ratcheting strap to really secure down to that rear wheel. For example, let's say I just loaded the bike up. I secure that strap over our rim, and then I just lift up on that lever to tighten down. When I want to remove, I just press that lever to disengage, lift up on the strap, and then I leave this over to the side. Sometimes I even pull this out so it doesn't get caught up in the spokes. Then I go over to the other side, hold on to the bike with one hand. There's going to be a little lever here on the inside that you have to press so that you can lift up on the hook, bring this out, and now I can grab and go. So this is just going to be a hoist up and off the rack. I'm just going to put this bike away. Now when you look over at the XTR, you can see that it just has some sleek lines to it. It looks really good behind our van. And you have those different width or tire width grooves, so you can carry bikes of different shapes and different sizes and then do that securely. You have this really large front wheel cradle to give you that extra support on your bike. Now what I'm going to do here is we're going to take some measurements just so that you can see how this will interact with your van. So let's say you're parked somewhere and you want to make sure that you have enough space or clearance. The length this will add to the back of the van, I like to measure from the bumper to the end. That's going to be 41.5 inches. Another thing is ground clearance. As you saw, I had to lift that bike up and off the rack. So ground clearance, I'm not too concerned about bottoming out with speed bumps because this is 24 inches or 2 feet off the ground. Where the bike sits though, that's around 29 inches. What that means is you are lifting about or over 2 feet up into the air with your up to 60-pound bike, so that's something to consider. If that sounds like a bit too much for you, take a look at some of the bike racks that have a ramp option. There is a Thule version of this rack called the Thule Verse, where you can get a ramp for, and that could be helpful for you. Another thing you can do is just make this more compact when not in use by just lifting that up and folding it away. That now gives you a length of about 18 inches, big difference compared to when it was folded down. You'll also see with it folded up like this, good visibility of our tail lights. Our license plate is a little bit covered though, so you could look into the license plate adapter option for this rack if that really does bother you. But other than that, good visibility. A lot of people just take this off of their hitch receiver Since that's super easy to do. It's a tool-free method. Turn the lever, and then you have these wheels to roll the bike rack around with. So if you are looking for a bike rack that has a high weight capacity, but is also easy to store when not in use, that's where the Thule T2 Pro XTR I've seen really shine in the bike rack world. If you're looking for maybe like upgraded features or a quick and easy way of securing, I do recommend looking at the Thule Verse, which again is the newer version of this rack, which focuses more on ease of use. The Verse does not come with wheels, but those are added on. So just something to consider depending on what your priorities are. But if you wanted to see how it looks like here on the van, this was a look at the Thule T2 Pro XTR. You saw it on a 2021 Ram ProMaster 2500. My name is Evangeline. I hope you enjoyed this journey.